Wisniewski set to kick off.
Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
Let's get it.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Wilson.
I threw it.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. They go play action with Wilson.
Oh my God, you gotta be kidding me.
After last week's loss, you got this offense probably wanted to come out with a little more fire than a 3 and out.
And I'm sure that people are saying, hey, come on, coach, where's the pregame talk? Have these guys ready to go? But you and I both know it goes into preparation and practice and being ready to go. That gives you the confidence to come out and play. They've got to find that and fast.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
Chase is hilarious, yo.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. The first carry for Josh Adams, the Notre Dame product. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Makes it 3rd and
the Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
Getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now it's Wilson. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Oh, boy.
Amari Cooper, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Bears 7, Ravens nothing. Matthew McCrane set to kick off.
Following
Oh, I
the
gotta
touchdown,
find what's
McCrane
name
set
cookbook,
to kick it
too.
away.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Reggie White, if I gotta find her cookbook, we can use that. Right. Yeah, that's good.
At the line, set to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They'll start with a give here to Balaj. And he's taken down, but able to slip across.
Yeah, I tried. I had did good with it, but it just like you said, it's a big step.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team,
that's what I was telling bro. That's good that they started off like, you know what I'm saying? They got the kids that made it easier.
Over time, when you do it consistently, it usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. They'll run here with Balaj.
Yeah, facts,
and
facts,
they'll lose
facts.
yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw, Haskins. Throwing right, and that's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people.
Now Balaj. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And they'll indeed go for it with Haskins.
Ah, God, you got me kidding.
And it's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. The wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Play action, Haskins.
Okay.
He's going to let this one go deep. It's caught at the 10. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They run it with Balaj.
Get the heck out of here. That was so stupid. That was so stupid.
His 9th touchdown of the season, and the Ravens
man,
are away from tying the football game. almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
It's Wisniewski set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
21-yard line.
Man, Panthers, they 6-1.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got to the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
What? Who the heck is that?
It's Kyler Duggar who picks it.
He was smoked.
And a big gain that time. He's out of
Duggar, who the heck is that?
Final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1.
Some of these people I never even heard of.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with the backup. This is Williams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 20.
He's a runner.
That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins.
Oh, man.
Going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all.
Might as well go for it.
This defense has done as good of a
You got the
job
momentum
as they have on any runner in recent memory. John Harbaugh going to roll the dice.
There you go.
They're going for it on 4th down.
God.
They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. And that is going to be incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Bears will get the football back.
There's the momentum.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
First down, Chicago.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down.
Shoot.
And he goes down.
Where the heck he come from?
To get to him.
This nigga defense is crazy.
Charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11.
Shit ain't easy playing these motherfuckers. These defenses.
There is some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now Wilson. Over the middle, Cooper with it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down, Bears.
Here's Wilson. And this is a rocket pulled in by Cooper, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. It's a gain of 34.
You all right, Chase? Check.
At the 7-yard line.
What, you fell?
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again,
Check.
we're going to check in with
You fell?
Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now. Hard to believe the halfway
clumsy bull.
of the season. Time flying.
So you was a clumsy dude.
And he's brought down right at
Hey, he called timeout?
line. Give him 2 on the play. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
2nd and goal at the Ravens' 5-yard line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. This is out quickly to the right.
That's crazy.
The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Great job of tackling there to prevent the first down.
Dude
One of
ain't
the toughest
blocking.
skills in football, open field tackling. A lot of times one-on-one against a shifty receiver. He got it done in a nice way that time.
Here's Matthew McCrane now for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. McCrane able to knock this one through. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that
What?
happens
Oh,
because
God.
that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to.
Wow, look at that.
The lane opens
Look at
here.
that.
This the 30.
Yo, that's crazy. I ain't even kick it short.
Still going inside the 30. And they are not
Get your
gonna
cat.
catch him. He's in. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with.
That's
And they
crazy
say
right
challenge
there.
him. Kick it to him. The way he runs, as
I had got him.
I would challenge
Nigga ran it back with a tight end.
Impossible to keep it away.
He is just a
That's
blower.
crazy.
He gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is now 14-10.
Wisniewski set to kick off.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they
That's how
just
my
saw.
kick should have been.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. This is brought in by Gibson. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Wilson will throw again. Flushed out right.
You gotta be kidding.
16 seconds now on the clock.
Stop it.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. They'll find Miller. That's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
17 yards. First down, Bears.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Again, Wilson. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Gotta be kidding me.
And with 1 second left, they get the timeout, and they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try and run for it on first.
Get the heck out of here. Yo, this is funny. This is funny.
On the final play of the half.
This is funny, bro.
Here on Halloween.
This is funny.
As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so the halftime break behind us, and we are back underway with the 3rd quarter of action.
Funny, yeah.
And the half will
This is
begin
so
with
funny.
a touchback.
Oh, man. This is hilarious, yeah. I can't believe it.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A handoff as they run the counter play. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll stay on the ground.
Wow,
they
give
first
this
down
nigga all
past the
types
40,
of shit.
40, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Kalen Ballage, his 10th touchdown of the season.
First, this is the craziest league I'm in. They be giving people all types of crazy shit.
How far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this.
That's crazy.
It's good, and it's 21-10.
Rob me on my touchdown.
Makes the score. Ravens.
Oh, man.
Bears 10.
Let this nigga run a kickoff return, then he run a 70-yarder. You gotta be fucking kidding me. I can't wait till they reboot so I can pick my own team.
Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown.
My defense is
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Right side. Gibson. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Should start off with wide receiver drop passes.
In desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, Wilson.
I had to throw it. This shit over, bro. Good fucking game.
Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected?
Get the fuck, look at the hole.
He's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure
oh my God.
He better figure it out. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and there was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
They get this out left, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Crosby for the point after. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score. Ravens 28. Bears 10. Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. He's past the 30. He will score.
Touchdown, Chicago.
Huh?
Such an electric play. So
Rock,
much fun
you
to
see
watch.
me eating the
You
apple?
need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's the teamwork to be able to put it all together.
TV.
That play is really probably the most
Aren't you already watching something?
in football.
And that one makes this an 11.
You watching a movie in here? Aren't y'all watching a movie?
Makes the score. Ravens 28. Bears 17. Matthew McRae set to kick off.
So let's
leave my
try this
computer
again.
alone.
After the kick return TD, here's yet another kick.
What you want? TV?
In the middle of the end zone.
What you want to watch?
And we will not see an attempt to match that return
All right, give me a
touchdown,
second.
as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. From the shotgun now, here's an
They
inside
letting this
give.
fucking bomb just run all over the place.
Before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. And this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the
Okay.
40-yard line. Again, it's Balaj.
Who is this dude? Like, that don't even make no sense. He's just running all over the place.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They still
I'm
need
not
about
even
the
picking
length of the
plays,
football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator.
What are you doing? No, stop.
Like he can come
Come
back
on, like.
pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
I'm not even on. Like, what the hell?
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right.
Chase,
You're
just
desperate
wait,
for the
man,
goal
please.
line, and sometimes you get the ball out ahead, away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. He completes this into the hands of Miller. Touchdown, Chicago! Scotty Miller, 98 yards. And the Bears draw a bit closer. And that's the type of play that'll give your sideline some juice, a long touchdown pass.
And it's like a bolt of lightning, isn't it? That suddenness of that play brings everyone to their feet in the stadium, and he takes it all the way to the end zone. Give him credit for making that type of a play call. Even more credit for how they executed it.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Matthew McCrane set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, McCrane set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
And try to atone for it here on this drive. On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside game.
You gotta be kidding me.
Good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. A quick throw taken in by Diggs. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Play action. It's Wilson. Rolling to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Bears have retaken the lead. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down, but hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up the first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Matthew McCrane set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, McCrane set to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. A little jet sweep to start the drive.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
The tackle made at the 24-yard.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
From the 24, Haskins. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Second and 8 coming up.
Now it's Haskins. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They run the counter now on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Third down. Here's Haskins. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And tough sledding. Get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Turn the light off?
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line.
Can you reach it?
Bodies, not much space.
You're getting taller.
I think ultimately, he was fortunate to get
You can do it. You turned it off earlier.
They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams.
Wow.
Damian Williams on the carry. He's brought down at the 31.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. They run it again with Williams. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. 4th down, here's Haskins. And he finds a man with a crossing route.
That was a great throw.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. To throw.
Yeah.
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Josh Hawkins with a pick. He's at the 40, past the 20, and they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown.
He's getting too greedy. He should have ran that ball.
So they were in field goal range, a chance to get this one to OT. Got a little greedy going for the win, cost him the game.
Not just a little greedy, now a little lost because of what ended up happening. Just what you stated there, they're in field goal range. Instead of getting conservative, they decided to press it, maybe try and win it right now. Instead, the whole thing backfired.
Very short kick taken right at the 20. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they
pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. It was Melvin Ingram that time who shot in to bring him down. On play action, Haskins. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 35. Haskins to throw. Offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You've got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.